Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Pensacola. It is sunny out. Nice day here in Florida. As we get ready for the Pizza Hut 300 to get underway. We've got a special camera on the back straightaway here to show you your starting lineup. 100 laps of racing around this 3-mile super speedway. Let's see what the starting lineup looks like. On the front row, on the pole, is Jake Baskinger. Starting second is Jonathan Sorling. In row 2 on the inside, you've got Ace Rogers. On the outside, Jim Morton. Row 3, Jordan Bell starts 5th. Nathan Rogers will start on his outside in 6th. Row 4, you've got Hunter Arnstorff in the 10 car. The 10 car has won a special event before, but with a different driver. Starting beside him is Larry Hagan in the 50 car. In row 5, starting on the inside, is Grayson Acavito. And on his outside, LCQ number 2 winner, Rob Kelly. Starting in row 6, you've got Joseph Brummer. And on his outside, Andy Thomas. Sorry, I'm eating lunch while I'm doing this. In row 7, you have Rusty Babinski on the inside with Carson Scott on the outside. In row 8, JT Handley had a strong car in his LCQ. He'll start on the inside there. And on his outside is Johnny Gardner. In row 9, I believe, is Landon McCray Martin on the inside. And heat number 1 winner, Peter Sands, and driver of the Pizza Hut Ford, sponsor of this race. In row 10, it's the Flickinger. Zach Flickinger on the inside. William Flickinger on the outside. William won the last special event race. Starting in row 11, Zachary Fitzwater and Ryan George. Row 12, TJ Handley and Edwin Justice. Row 13, Jeff Arndt and Ryan Kesey. Row 14, Tyler Flood and Tobias Veith. Row 15, Chris Dodd and Henry Williams. Row 16, Nick Gunther and Joshua Seculi. Row 17, O'Neal Balvin and Chester Harvey. Row 18, LCQ number 1 winner, Levi McIntyre and Nick Smith. Row 19, Michael Harvey and Gio Arvin Alonso.
Y'all come say it with me. Drivers, start your engine!
As the command is given in row 20, Carol Morton, Elba Wanderley. Row 21, Cameron Harple and Zach Rogers. 100 laps of racing here at Pensacola during the day. Last special event we had during the day was 300 at Dega. Sorry, I had pizza in my mouth. Pace car will dive off. Let's get ready to rumble. Green flag in the air at Pensacola. Just like to say sorry if anybody here's a fan. You know, it's getting a little hot up here now. It's good to have a fan circulating air into my room. As Baskinger is the leader. Ace Rogers in second as they start to form 3 wide lanes here already in the back of the field. In the front of the field. I don't know. Baskinger will lead the first lap of the 500 subscriber special event. Would like to note right now, here on lap number 2, the winner of this special event, barring that you are not banned from NRSL banner leagues, the winner or highest driver of this event, because I know one driver in this event is banned from the NRSL, will get to have the first pick on their Season 1 Pizza Hut Cup Series ride. Cup Series I'm doing with NRSL. We're going to be using this car set. So a lot of the cars you've seen, there are other schemes for these cars, but a lot of the cars you've seen will be what you can choose from. Ace Rogers going to lose the lead now to JT Hanley, working with TJ Hanley, the brothers up here in the front in the 44 and the 99. Also, if you win this race, this was a 2 per user event. If you win this race, you can have both your users sign up. The only thing is they're 4 wide for the lead here. The only thing will be is the driver that wins gets first pick. The other one, you've got to wait till signups. But Tyler Flood to the bottom on the inside is now almost 3 wide as Levi McIntyre, LCQ number 1 winner, up to the front. And there's a caution. We have a caution out. Oh, this could get interesting. Oh, don't wreck each other, guys. Don't wreck each other. It looks like we're going to be good. They're slowing down pretty good. What happened? Oh, it looks like Peter Sands might have been involved. I don't see much damage. Johnny Gardner. Nathan Rogers is smoking. I don't see our 39th place car. Or the 40th place car for that matter. And the 32 of Ryan Kesey and the 5 of Joseph Brummer have already retired. Wow. Nathan Rogers, you can see, is smoking. He's got to get enough speed to get up on the track. Let's see what happened here. We'll just do it in this clip. Like, what the heck? Forget. This happened off of the corner, I'm guessing. This happened going into turn 3. Let's see if we see what happens here. This is way back in the field. This is right in the middle here. And it's going to happen with Nathan Rogers and Johnny Gardner leading doors. And they just lean doors, and Gardner's going to move up, 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 and Joseph Brummer is just there, and bam! Nowhere for any of them to go, and then Ryan Kesey's just going to barely get clipped. He gets put in the wall. I'm surprised he retired from that. You see Joseph Brummer smoking. Him and Nathan Rogers got hard impacts there. Like, it doesn't look like it at the angle they went into the wall. But those are hard impacts. Peter Sands was just like, nope, hitting the brakes. So Peter Sands with a veteran move. Looks like we're going to lose a few cars here in this one early on. Lap 3 caution. Let's get back to the race restart. Getting ready to go back racing. Drivers out of the race. Johnny Gardner, Nathan Rogers, Ryan Kesey, and Joseph Brummer. That leaves 38 drivers left in this thing. We'll have 7 laps complete. It'll be 93 laps remaining here in this race. As let's look at your top 10 rundown. Tyler Flood, still your race leader. Levi McIntyre, 2nd. Michael Harvey, 3rd. Chris Dodd, 4th. Zachary Fitzwater, 5th. O'Neal Balvin, 6th. JT Hanley, 7th. Cameron Harple, 8th. TJ Hanley, 9th. And Jeff Arndt rounds out the top 10. So Tyler Flood, the race leader. Pace car is going to dive off down into pit road. Only 7 laps down. Let's go back racing, boys, here at Pensacola. Levi McIntyre straight to the outside lane. Who goes with? Michael Harvey might be looking low. And that's what he's going to do. Restarts are everything. You're going to get that draft, and it'll just propel you right by whoever's leading this thing. Look at that. A 4-mile-per-hour difference between the 55 and the 34. And they are already 3-4 wide racing already again. Chris Dodd, JT Hanley going to be once they get on by there on the bottom. As the pack has been snaked out here. We could get a green flag run here now as Chris Dodd will look to the inside of the 55 car for the race lead. Now JT Hanley looks to the inside lane as the garbage trucks are coming by now. And now it's 3 wide for the lead. That's Cameron Harple on the bottom. Cameron Harple in the race lead. Three-wide action all around. You see nobody's lost the draft or anything. Except these guys back here. They might just be forming their own pack or the way the restart went. But we know they don't have any damage, so they're just racing back here. Probably hanging out, waiting for another big crash to happen. As they're 4 wide again. And who are the leaners going to be? Oh, it's going to be the 06 and the 84, 37 and the 19. That's what you got to watch when they go 4 wide, is who's leaning on each other. Back up to the front, though. Cameron Harple leads it. Here comes Ace Rogers to the inside. And the 35 Monster Energy Chevrolet, they went to go for a blue look this time around. And now we might see an instance where the front 2 rows are dead even when it comes to the straightaways. Is Cameron Harple going to get that? Oh, no, it doesn't look like it. Harple doesn't have the car to get the outside line run. Ace Rogers continues to lead. They're going to go 4 wide again. In the back there, 2-3 rows deep. They got 4 wide action going on. Ace Rogers, your leader. You can see in the back here that they've split up. Ryan George might be struggling. Oh, there's a crash. There's a crash. Those cars get through it. Levi McIntyre and Jordan Bell. And the caution is out. They're going to be racing back to the line, but they're still 4 wide in the pack. Oh, I don't like this. Whoa! The 30 and the 48 almost wrecked right there. And it looks like the race lead's going to be given to Ace Rogers. But I do not like the way this is looking here in the pack. Another caution here on lap number 13. Let's see what happens. Oh boy. Oh, there they go! Big crash! Hunter Arnsdorf, Hergel, Arvin Alonso. Oh, Oh, and they're piling in. Nick Smith's upside down. O'Neal Baldwin's involved. Oh, more damage. The 40 of Edwin Justice. The 4 of Grayson Acavito. JT Handley's got damage from something. 68, 55, 49 all on pit road. And that is what you did not want to see happen this early. Let's take a look and see what happened. This happens all the way at the back between Jordan Bell and Levi McIntyre. They're just gonna just right there, bing, right into Michael Harvey. Nowhere for any of those drivers to go. You see O'Neal Baldwin's gonna get a piece of this. Right down there's where JT Handley gets a piece. You can see the 44 getting his hood up. 4 is going to get a piece. And then where does the 40 get damage? They're past the wreck. They're going low. Oh, and just nowhere to go. And he tries to slow up for Zach Flickinger, but 38 just had him pinned in line, and can't really see it. Right there, no time. That'll ultimately probably end his day. Now let's see what happened at the line here for the 10 car. '24 is just gonna come down. They're coming down, and right about right there. Bing. The 30 has nowhere to go. 26 of Chester Harvey is just going to get turned around. Big impact for a lot of those guys. Now, everybody right now is just trying to slow down and get out of the way. William Flickinger, Nick Smith's involved. You can see Jeff Arndt, Chester Harvey. But these guys are coming in trying to slow down. They don't have time. Baskinger is going to, as Joshua securely gets involved, pile drive the 49. There's O'Neal Baldwin, Michael Harvey. These guys had nowhere to go. Look at Zach Flickinger, just gonna get a piece there. Holy crap. And Grayson Acavito comes and basically does what the 40 did. JT Handley's gonna be able to slow down, but holy crap. Let's get you to the race restart. Getting ready to go back racing. We have lost a lot of drivers here, man. Michael Harvey in the 55 is out. Jake Baskinger in the 68. Nick Smith in the 49. JT Handley in the 44. That's a sad end to his day. Grayson Acavito, O'Neal Baldwin, Hunter Arnsdorf, Jeff Arndt, all out of this thing. 30 cars remain. Not all of them are up to speed. Let's take a look at the top 10 before the restart. Ace Rogers leads, TJ Handley second, Cameron Harple third, Henry Williams fourth, Rusty Babinski fifth, Jim Morton sixth, Rob Kelly's up to seventh, Nick Gunther eighth, Landon McCray Martin ninth, with Zach Rogers 10th. And as you go in the back of the field, you can see drivers with damage here. Elba Wanderley, Hergel Arvin Alonso, Chester Harvey, William Flickinger, Zach Flickinger, Edwin Justice without the hood, Jordan Bell, Levi McIntyre, and Joshua Securely are all damaged and will most likely not be able to keep pace. And with the number of cars left, unless they go 4 wide somehow, there's no way we're going to have any more cautions. Cameron Harple going to go to the inside of Ace Rogers, going back for the race lead. And once we go another lap, we'll see who is in the main field. With what we have here, though, depending on how many cars get on that high line, you could see the outside lane come into effect here on the straightaways. You can see it right now. Ace Rogers got a run on Cameron Harple. Look at Rob Kelly. They're 4 wide again. Chris Dodd back up to the bottom lane. Dodd is looking for this win. They are 4 wide some more as Cameron Harple retakes the lead. Let's take a look how many cars we got in the lead pack. Only a total of 15 right now. A couple of cars are squandering in the back there, but look at the cars back there. 18 in the 50 have already lost 12 and a half seconds. And when the leaders catch these lap down cars, oh my goodness. As Carol Morton's going to take the race lead here. And if you actually look at it, it's more so 19 cars, though it's probably going to be 18. Elba Wonderly's got back end damage. She's barely holding on here. Peter Sands has been surviving wreck after wreck to try to stay up front in his Pizza Hut Ford. You can see Chester Harvey's there, but he's going to lose ground. Ryan George, these guys are all racing in a pack of damaged race cars. Same goes for these 3 guys here. And Carson Scott has just come off pit road, as has Larry Hagan. Now, I'm not sure what the deal is for that. You can see Flickinger there is way off pace. But the 38 and the 50 decided to make pit stops. And I'm surprised they would, because they should have just pit under caution. Meanwhile, up here at the front, Carol Morton still leads. 38 and the 50 are going to pull away from the 18. So Zach Flickinger is the one slow car you got to get ready for. When they catch this pack of cars here, that could be interesting. Carol Morton leads this 18-car pack. Is it a 19-car pack or an 18-car pack? It is actually a 19-car pack. Elba Wanderley is holding on to the draft. But Carol Morton has gotten the race lead, and things are looking decent for her right now. But we're only 22 laps into this thing. This is a long race. You see, some drivers might be practicing moves to go for the win right now. You just gotta hope that you don't wreck your car practicing your race-winning moves. And don't forget, these guys could go 4 wide again. If they catch those slower cars, it's very possible for anything to happen. And you can see they're 4 wide right there. Ace Rogers, Jim Morton. Carol Morton in the race lead, not letting up. But now here comes Jonathan Sorling in the 48 Ford to the race lead. He's trying to get it, but Carol Morton's getting that highline run. Morton back down to the bottom lane in front of the 48 car. And it's official, this is a 19 car field. They're about to catch that 18 car. That 18 car is coming. There is a 30-mile-per-hour difference between him and the leaders. And that could ensue disaster. I think Sorlin knows this. He's going down to the bottom now. Henry Williams not really close enough to give a lot of draft support. Carol Morton might get another highline run. Chris Dodd is right there on her bumper. Yep, and Williams will move to the inside, and that will give the lead back to Carol Morton for sure. She's going to get a run and come right back to the bottom. These guys might know that they're coming up on a slow car. They're starting to get only double wide. And they're going to catch Zach Flickinger here on the back straightaway. What is going to happen here? Carol Morton's going to slow up. Now she makes the move to the outside. Everybody's going to go around except for Tobias Veith. Annie Thomas, Peter Sands, and Elba Wanderley are all going to get held up. And that's going to make them lose the draft. They've already lost the draft. There's no way they're going to catch up here. So that'll take 4 cars out of the main draft. Actually, it might not. Veith is getting some draft from them. If Peter Sands and Elba Wanderley can get the same amount of draft off the 42, they could make their way back up there. But it's not happening. It's only happening for the 42. That might make it only a 16-car field. Next car to catch is Larry Hagan. Now, I'm not so sure this 50 car is underpowered, but he is slow, and oh my gosh. Carol Morton's going to slam the brakes, trying to go high. Husband Jim Morton right behind her. He's going to get stuck on the bottom lane. TJ Hanley in the 99 will go around the outside with the 72, and he'll get a run. He's going to go for the lead here. Larry Hagan does seem to be under speed, and he is messing up this field greatly. He's holding up 2 lines right now, and that allows Tobias Veith to catch up, and see you later. Peter Sands is caught up now. He's going to go through on the bottom. Elba Wanderley going to try to do the same, but Hagan is blocking all 4 lanes. Just asking for trouble at this point. Looks like they're all going to get through except for Nick Gunther in the 88 is on that outside lane. Hagan has started getting the draft. Gunther will pull up to the outside and pass the 50 car here. Annie Thomas might catch up because of this if she can get by the 50 in time. She's going high. I don't know why you would want to. Nope, that's not going to help the 9 car at all. New race leader, Henry Williams. In the 14 car is Ace Rogers looking for the lead. Here on lap 30 of 100, Carson Scott is next. Now he looks like he's probably up to speed. Carol Morton now back to the pack in this pack. Lol. As Tobias Veith leads this race right now. Cameron Harple has had a strong car. He's been up in the front most of the day. What these guys want to do is they probably want to try to get this thing green all the way to the end. So far, so good. Tobias Veith in the lead. Here comes Jonathan Sorlin back on the bottom. Rob Kelly and Landon McRae Martin also on the bottom. As Ace Rogers will duck down low. Peter Sands in this pack ducks down low. 18 car pack. Annie Thomas has officially lost this draft. You can see she's going the same speed as Carson Scott, if not a little more. But Annie Thomas has lost the draft, and her shot at a win is gone unless they get a caution. As they're catching Carson Scott here. Tobias Veith and the others are looking inside. Sorlin's going to try to maybe make a move for the lead, but he double thinks off of it. Oh, nobody's getting held up just yet. Everybody's getting by fine. That's not going to last. Chris Dodd and Carol Morton are going to get held up here. But it actually looks like Carson Scott is going to form into this pack. Scott is up to speed. You can see the arrow side draft has actually stopped Zach Rogers from moving up to the front. Back up to the front. Sorlin takes the lead away from the 42. Now here comes Jim Morton. That's the husband of Carol Morton. Both of them up here in the front going for a win. The 40, the 19, and the 17 will be next. Those guys are just catching the 18 car. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This could greatly separate the pack. This could definitely separate the pack right here. This ain't looking good. They're going to get by the 18 just fine. So the leaders are going to catch the 18 again first before they catch this 3-car pack. And actually, Fitzwater's going to lose the draft, as is Carson Scott. So Jim Morton leads. Remember, Jim was leading his last chance qualifier until Levi McIntyre put a last corner pass on him. Ace Rogers up there in second place now. Now he's going to go and take the race lead away. And oh, there's Flickinger! Whoa, boy! That's going to hold up a lot of cars. And I swear Ace Rogers just about clipped that 18 car. The field is going to get vastly separated here. As they're pretty much done back there. We're going to go back up to the front. Jim Morton back in the lead. Ace Rogers, I swear he clipped them. I swear I saw a little piece of his car go off. But he's looking fine right now. They're going to catch this 3-car pack. This could get very interesting here. Do it off the corner. Off the corner, guys. There we go. Here comes Jim Morton. Race leads. Got a big draft from Ace Rogers. Which way are they going to go? Ace is going to go low. They're going to catch him in the corner again. McIntyre's looking underneath the 40. Oh, no. That's going to slow everybody up. Ace Rogers looking for the lead on the bottom. But everybody's only going 220 right now. Ace now to the inside of McIntyre. Now he's going to scoot under the 17. Ace Rogers will take the lead. Chris Dodd second. Henry Williams third. As Dodd's trying to look for the lead on the 35 car. Nobody for a while now. Leaders are trying to get by the 17, 19, and 40. Here comes the second field formed after getting held up by the 18 car. Zach Rogers is going to go low. They're going to get by the 19 and the 40 pretty easily here. It looks like pit stops might be happening here. I'm seeing cars moving up high. Yep, there goes Chris Daw down pit road. Nick Gunther, Zach Rogers. I can't talk. Green flag pit stops underway. After the field has been separated, no less, this could make things interesting. Jonathan Sorlin apparently pit last time by. He's coming back up on track. Some cars might be running out of fuel here. Uh-oh. Henry Williams coming down. Ace Rogers stays out. A lot of cars coming down pit road, though. Whoa, Peter Sands! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's crazy. Ace Rogers, one of the few that stayed out. Sorlin's getting a run on him, but he's got to know that 35 car has to be pitting soon, right? Yep, 35's coming down. You can see him right there. He's like, nope, 88 going to be in my way. I'm just going to pit now. I got to pit. Tyler Flood is going to stay out because this track is dumb. So is Elba Warnerly. So the 35 and the 99 are going to come down now. And that'll leave only 2 cars left on track. The 34 and the 28 have yet to pit. Tyler Flood comes down this time. Elba Wannerly's going to stay out. Well, we're going to take our first break of the day here on lap 42. We'll be back when pit stops have finished and see what the pack looks like. We're back, and Elba Wanderly has still neglected to come down pit road. Not really getting this. In fact, 3 other cars haven't come down pit road either. If we can find them. There they are. William Flickinger in the 31. Jordan Bell in the 37. And Hergel Arvin Alonso in the 30. Have not pit either. 5th place, lead pack right here. Henry Williams. Getting held up by Zach Flickinger. Will any of them come down pit road? And nobody's coming down yet. These top 4 have neglected the pit. I don't know if this is strategy or what. The 28 is at the back of this lead pack of cars, getting held up by Zach Flickinger. When will the 28 car pit? I'm not getting this at all. They should have all pit under that last caution. Unless they didn't. We never looked at those pit stops. For all we know, that caution happened so soon that the cars that were leading declined to pit, and some of those cars that got involved in that stack up decided, I'm not pitting. Or they did pit, I'm saying. The cars that got damaged pit. The cars that didn't have any damage stayed out. So these guys got 8 laps, 10 laps on those guys that just had to pit. Interesting. And Elba Warnley might be thinking, if I get a caution right now, I'm trapping over half the field a lap down. But you got to pit, and you got to pit sometime. And there's one of them sometimes. Here, Jarlin Alonso will surrender third place to come down pit road. So that's the first of the top 4 to come down. And Elba Wanderley slowing up. Here we go. The cycle is going to be complete. The 28 will surrender her huge lead to come make her pit stop. You can see she's got a stall right at the end here. That will surrender the lead to Jordan Bell for now. Him and William Flickinger still haven't pit yet. It looks like Williams coming down this time. So is Jordan Bell. Flickinger decided to slow up earlier than the 37. And that's probably because the 31 has a stall right there. So that will cycle the lead around to TJ Handley. Now that's what it should do. There's Elba Wanderley, your race leader, coming off pit road. TJ Handley is leading the main pack here with Carol Morton, Tyler Flood, Ace Rogers, Rob Kelly, and Nick Gunther. Elba Wanderley comes back on track. She will not be with this main pack. Jordan Bell and William Flickinger have lost their spots, I believe. There's Jarlin Alonso. Oh, yeah, he's in 24th. They have lost their spots. So, TJ Handley is your new race leader. Tyler Flood second. Ace Rogers third. Rob Kelly fourth. Carol Morton fifth. Nick Gunther sixth. These are the top 6 drivers up front right now. Here's your second pack. Chris Dodd, Elba Wanderley, Jonathan Sorlin, Henry Williams, Zach Rogers, Cameron Harple, Rusty Babinski, and Toby Thveith. You can see Elba Wanderley is having struggles getting up to speed off of pit road. Jim Morton has caught up to this field now. You can see Fitzwater and Landon McRae Martin in the back there. As some more cars coming off pit road. Looks like the 40 and the 19 just made their stops. Peter Sands, you can see, has lost the field. Annie Thomas has clearly lost the field. She's in 22nd. So after the cycle, who's on the lead lap and who isn't? 25 cars on the lead lap right now. This could form back up into a 15-car pack, depending what this backpack does. I'm not really sure if they're gaining ground or not. Elba Wanderley continues to fall. She can't get in line. Now it looks like she will. Depending how this fuel game is played, Elba Wanderley could come out as the winner as Rob Kelly in the 3-car LCQ number 2 winner emerges to the race lead. Right now it's pretty lax. We're halfway through the race. There hasn't been a caution in about 40 laps now. And with the way fuel strategy is looking, everybody's just trying to calm down and take their time. But I think what I said about the leaders not pitting under that second caution is true, because there's no way those other 4 drivers were able to go an extra 6-7 laps on their fuel tank. So there is a fuel game being played here. And it's looking like fuel lasts maybe 35 laps. Either way, right now, I would say both cars, both fields of the fuel strategists here have to make one more pit stop. Where? Tyler Flood continues to lead this thing. TJ Hanley second. These are your top 6 drivers going for this thing right now. They're about to catch Ryan George. Ryan George, 24th place car, would be the next to fall a lap down, and that is what is going to happen here. And they are just going to be like, bye. No hold up whatsoever. See you later. Except for Nick Gunther. Now, this pack back here is not gaining much ground because they keep passing each other. Elba Wanderley has lost their draft, so her chance to get a good fuel strategy finish here is gone. This pack back here can't catch the guys up here, as these guys just caught Flickinger again, and that held up. Oh my gosh, that held them all up. Levi McIntyre just got caught. They're gonna catch William Flickinger next, but Tyler Flood's by himself. TJ Hanley and Rob Kelly are now side by side. Carol Morton and Nick Gunther all separated, and there's Ace Rogers. And now Flickinger's gonna hold this pack up. This could make things interesting. Tyler Flood's going to be bye-bye with William Flickinger. And he's going to slam the brakes for Edwin Justice. Oh, my goodness. What's Rob Kelly going to do? Oh, they wanted to pass him. They wanted to be like, see you later, Tyler. But that's not going to happen. TJ Hanley's going to get by Carol Morton with a huge run. She'll catch back up. So now TJ Hanley, Carol Morton, Nick Gunther, all up in a row. Ace Rogers, Jim Morton. They're starting to refield this pack up here. Now, I'm not really sure if that's going to happen completely. These guys back here are pretty far back. And Sorlin and Henry Williams are getting held up by the 40 car tremendously. The 40 car just keeps blocking them. But Jim Morton has caught Ace Rogers. That'll be for 6th place. But they're not going to catch the field if they're not drafting each other. Right now, leader stays Tyler Flood. It's only a 4-car race now at this point between Tyler Flood, Rob Kelly, TJ Hanley, and Carol Morton. Gunther is there, but he's not catching anybody. And Ace Rogers and Jim Morton are just drafted here in 6th and 7th. Sorlin, Henry Williams side by side for 8th. And then the rest of the top 10th place spot is up in the air right now. Next card I'll catch would be the 17 of Joshua Securely. And what I think a lot of the drivers on the lead lap do want to see, besides these guys up here in the top 4 that are basically pulled away, is they want to see a caution. The guys in the top 4 are like, no, let us figure this out ourselves. As they're going to catch the 17 here, let's see what happens. They're just going to go straight on by. Question is, will the same happen with Larry Hagan? TJ Hanley going to look for second place on Rob Kelly. And the answer is no. They're going to have to slow up tremendously. That could allow Nick Gunther to catch back up. If they can get by securely the right way. Those guys are going to get by Hagan really quickly. It's not going to allow a lot of time to be gained on them. But Ace Rogers, Nick Gunther, Henry Williams, Jim Morton, and Jonathan Sorlin have formed a little pack now. Cameron Harple, Zach Rogers, Toby DeFeeth, Chris Dodd, and Rusty Babinski are in another 5-car pack. So 2 5-car packs and a 4-car pack. That 4-car pack might become a 3-car pack because it looks like Rob Kelly might have lost their draft. But these guys aren't going fast at all. Just see how slow TJ Hanley is right now at only 226. And this could reform the field here because of this. 62 laps complete here in the Pizza Hut 300. Top 4 single file. And these guys are going to catch, I think. I don't know about Jonathan Sorlin, but Henry Williams, Jim Morton, Nick Gunther, and Ace Rogers, if they stay single file, which of course they're not going to do, you've just got to pass somebody for position here. They might just catch up to these guys here. They're about to catch a pack of cars. Peter Sands, Carson Scott, Andy Thomas, Virgil Arvin Alonso, Jordan Bell, and Chester Harvey are catching Zach Flickinger right now. Harvey's going to get by fine. Alonso will go by. But the rest of these guys are going to have difficulties. And if they can't get by soon, the leaders are going to be on them. And it looks like Ace Rogers is going to catch the 3 of Rob Kelly. These other guys are looking good, pretty good too. It could become a 9-car pack. But Flickinger is holding these guys up back here. Andy Thomas and Peter Sands are going to get by now. Carson Scott moves to the bottom. He'll be looking to get by. Then Jordan Bell will be next. So Tyler Flood in the race lead. Still, he's been in the race lead for a while now. As Ace Rogers has caught up. Ace Rogers makes it a 5-car pack again. Henry Williams is getting a huge run. There's Gunther, Jim Morton, and Sorlin. And they are going to form a 9-car pack again. But it might not last for long because they're about to catch Zach Flickinger. And so on the brakes. That allows everybody to catch right up here. Now you're going to have a 9-car pack. And Carol Morton's going to take the race lead. Sorlin's going to be like, which lane do I want to go in? Excuse me. Ace Rogers now down low with Nick Gunther. And Ace Rogers will take the race lead. And it looks like everybody's going to stay in with the field. Tyler Flood better hope he gets that draft really quick here. He could go from leading 20 plus laps to losing the pack. But I don't think it's going to happen. They're looking pretty good on holding up to this field. Oh yeah, they're going to be fine. Henry Williams is going to catch up and Tyler Flood will catch up. So we go from a 4-car pack to a 9-car pack. And what will happen after pit stops is the huge question. Well, before they catch their next batch of slow cars, let's take a little break. Lap 67 of 100. 2/3 of the way complete here in this 300-mile event. 100 miles to go. And we have a caution. Caution flag just came out. I saw smoke on the front straightaway. I don't know who it was, but the caution flag has come out, and this is going to change everything. What happened? You can see smoke down there. Was it the 40 car? 40 car looks up to speed. Caution was out for a while. Does it happen at this point? I don't see anybody on the front straightaway. They're on, they're on, they're on. Lights are on. Lights are off. On. There it is. Tobias Veith spun out down the front straightaway. What happened? Oh, they caught Zach Flickinger. And Tobias thought he had enough room, but he didn't. And boom. He hits the 18. And that sends him spinning. I knew that was going to happen sooner or later. He does a 360 and he keeps it back going. That is what brings out the caution. Will that end his day, though? I don't think it will, but this is going to change who the race leader is. That's for sure. Everybody is down pit road, except for the lap down cars. They've got to make their pit road entrance next time by. Who's going to be the race leader? It looks like it's going to be Rob Kelly. Rob Kelly, Ace Rogers, TJ Hanley, Nick Gunther, Jim Morton, Tyler Flood, Henry Williams, Zach Rogers is back in this thing. A lot of the lead lap cars we thought were done are back in, but this takes away the fuel race aspect. And we'll make this interesting because we have not had double file restarts yet today, guys. Those lap down cars are going on that inside row. This could get really crazy. Nobody's going to retire from this. The 42 car is still in the field, correct? Yeah, 42's still in it. So this won't have anybody retire. So we'll be back, guys, for the race restart. And it'll be under 30 to go. Well, guys, as we get ready to go back green, there is some good news for these drivers. Zach Flickinger has retired his race car. After holding up so many drivers after getting in a wreck, he has decided, I've held up enough people. Let them have a good finish. Top 10 rundown. Rob Kelly leads. Ace Rogers second. TJ Hanley third. Nick Gunther fourth. Tyler Flood 5th, Jim Morton 6th, Henry Williams 7th, Zach Rogers is 8th, Chris Dodd 9th, and Jonathan Sorlin is 10th. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lap down cars. So the top 7 have a car to their inside. 29 laps to go here in the Pizza Hut 300. Who is going to be the winner? They should be good on fuel now. They should be good on fuel. And yep, this is a loco. You got some cars going low, some going high. Some are going to get held up incredibly. And now you're going to start to see who pulls away. This still could only be a 5-car pack because of the lap down traffic. Ace Rogers already going to pull to the inside, but here comes TJ Handley. 3 wide for the race lead on the restart. You can see how the field is separating because of the slower traffic. TJ Handley takes the race lead on the restart. Gunther, Tyler Flood, Ace Rogers, Rob Kelly, they're holding in here. There's Jim Morton, there's Henry Williams. Then here come the rest of the lead lap cars. You can see Levi McIntyre still in the way a little bit. So's Carson Scott. And Zach Rogers gets hurt the most here. But with that late restart, now if they were all up together, they could start going 4 wide again. We could see a 4th caution flag possibly. But I just don't see it happening. There is no car as slow as Zach Flickinger's car was. They should go green to the end. TJ Handley, your race lead, has had a strong car. His brother had a strong car until he got in that stack up after a caution flag. Tyler Flood has been leading a lot of laps since they've gone green after those green flag pit stops. Rob Kelly's been up in the front. Jim Morton's had a fast car. So has Ace Rogers. Gunther has not gotten to the lead at all yet today, but he's been up here. Jonathan Sorlin's shown a fast race car. Look at the move he just put on the 88 and the 14. You can see 9th is Landon McCray Martin, who's never been in the top 10 today, as far as I've known. Peter Sands in 12th, trying to get that title car up there. They're trying to get that car up there and have a shot to get this win here. Jim Morton up to 3rd, looks for 2nd place on Tyler Flood. Remember, Morton had his LCQ1 if Levi McIntyre hadn't made a move on him in turn 3. About to complete lap 75. What am I talking about? About to complete lap 75 when they come around and hit the stripe. Look at your marker down there. This race has been going on for over an hour. This could be the longest special event I've done. I think it is. Mountain Dew race was a Mountain Dew 250. That was 300 subs. The 400 subs was Starbucks 200. So this is the longest special event I've done so far. Jim Morton on the inside, Handley on the outside, with help from Ace Rogers. Morton's got Sorlin. Henry Williams there on the inside, all the way down. He'll go to the inside line now. So will Rob Kelly and Tyler Flood. Outside line can't get much help without them. 9-car pack up here right now. Actually, only 7. Jim Morton leads it. Gunther trying to get back up to the main pack here, but he can't. Landon McCray Martin is all by himself in 9th. The rest of the lead pack is in a pack back here. You can see they finally dealt with the slower cars. Securely, McIntyre, Edwin Justice. As now Henry Williams will make his first trip to the race lead all day long. Sorlin's in 2nd. TJ Handley is 3rd. $78 of 100. Handley will look for 2nd back on Sorlin. Top 3 has made a little separation between themselves and the rest of their little field here. Tyler Flood in 4th. Ace Rogers will go to 5th. Jim Morton will probably come back down in 6th. Rob Kelly 7th. Nick Gunther is a factor in this pack. He is in 8th. But for some reason, Gunther's car does not seem to be as up to speed as the guys ahead of him. Now here comes some other drivers. They're going to fly by the 75. Zach Rogers Chris Dodd. This 84 car has been fast. If he could get back up to that lead pack, this could get very interesting. Chester Harvey, Rusty Babinski, Andy Thomas, Tobias Veith, Cameron Harple. These guys are just trying to get back up to that front pack. The 06 and the 84 can stay in line together. They will catch Nick Gunther. They've just got to know they have to stay in line. And Dodd is not going to do that. Dodd's going to go for 9th. Gunther cannot seem to hold on to this draft, though. I feel like Gunther got some damage. The slightest bit of aero damage you cannot see is on his race car. As Sorlin is your race leader now. We've hit lap 80. $75 miles remain. No. 60 miles remain. When they come around to hit the line, it'll be 20 to go and 60 miles. Can these drivers keep it green all the way? That's the big question. You can see Gunther's lost this draft for sure. He's lost it. He's sitting there, but he's going to lose this draft. And there is a single file line of cars coming. If they could just stay in one line, they would catch this field. They would catch them if they stayed single file. But Gunther has lost these guys. These guys know they just got to hope that the pack behind them doesn't catch them. Because if that happens, it'll be 3 wide all around. They're going to catch one of these cars, though. This isn't over. These lap down cars are going to come and get in the way. McIntyre and Sekuli are drafting, so they hopefully won't get in the way that much. But Edwin Justice will definitely get in the way here. And as Sorlin had the lead, but Henry Williams and TJ Hanley are going to take that away from him. Gunther has lost the draft. He will end up forming up with the other pack that are coming behind him. You've got 9th to 19th here, and you would think this bigger pack could catch up. They're going to catch Gunther, that's for sure. So Gunther will form up with their pack, if not just get in the way completely. But Henry Williams, your race leader here, 18 to go. These guys know it's time to settle down just for a few laps before you put that 110% on there and you just start going for that lead and trying to hold on to it. Rob Kelly, Jim Morton, side by side for 6th. Sorlin peeks to the inside. Nobody looking really to go with him. But Ace Rogers is going to lose his draft. Sorlin's going to get it. Now Ace Rogers will fall back to 5th. And an interesting statistic, you've got a couple of Chevys, 2 Toyotas, and a Ford up here running for this winning. Only 3 manufacturers. No Pontiac, no Honda, and no Dodge. Now if these guys back here would catch up, you could add a Honda, you could add a Pontiac, and you could sure as heck add a Dodge. But it's tricky for them to catch up with how big of a pack they have become. And now they're going to catch Edwin Justice. This could be the money move for the win right here. And Henry Williams is just going to slam the brakes. He could have made a move to the inside, but he didn't. He slammed the brakes. TJ Hanley's going to get held up. And so is Rob Kelly. The 99 and the 3 get held up big time here. And now they're going to get by the 40 car. Here comes Zach Rogers. He's got ahead of steam. He's like, come on, come on. That 40 car is going to get in his way, though. Or maybe not. Maybe the 40's higher up than we thought. If the 06 can get by the 40 nice and cleanly here, that's what he's going to do. 06 gets by the 40 car, but nobody behind him will. But does the 06 have any draft in front of him? Any small amount of draft that he can grab off the 3 car? As they're 3 wide for the lead. That's Henry Williams there. He's got draft from Ace Rogers, though. That'll keep the 14 in the lead. Chevy's starting to work together here. Jim Moore and TJ Hanley's going to catch. Rob Kelly isn't, though. Rob Kelly has lost the draft, and Zach Rogers has lost his support. They're single file behind. They got rid of Edwin Justice now. He's back there in the back of them. Rogers is getting to 233. He might have just gotten enough draft off of Rob Kelly. Maybe just enough for the 06. I'm not sure. But these guys back here are coming up. They might be getting single file, but they're going the same speed as the 06 and the 3. But these guys up ahead are pulling away as Sorlin will take back the race lead. And they're going to catch the 19 and the 17 car. But Rob Kelly and Zach Rogers might have lost the draft here. But they might start getting some draft from behind. It looks like Zach Rogers is already, because he's got draft in the front of the slightest bit from Rob Kelly. Yeah, he's catching Rob Kelly. Rob Kelly's lost his forward draft source. And Zach Rogers is going to catch him now. 6 cars up here battling for the win, as Henry Williams will go back to the inside of Sorlin. Morton will get pushed onto the high side by TJ Hanley. Tyler Flood, Ace Rogers just chilling in the back in 5th and 6th. But Rob Kelly, you can just look at his speed. He's lost the draft. These guys really need a caution. If they got a caution now, they would restart single file, restart style. And the whole pack would be ramped up, ready to go, and have a chance to win this thing. But it's looking down to these 6 right now. Rob Kelly's gotten caught by Zach Rogers. He has put himself behind the 3 car to work together with him. But now he's going to move to the inside. Now Cameron Harple and the others are going to catch Rob Kelly and Zach Rogers. So 7th on back to about 18th now. Have this pack formed up. But these guys up here are single file. They're not losing any ground. They're pulling away. The 19 and the 17 will be the last ones to get caught. That is for sure. I don't think they'll catch Edwin Justice again. Yeah, the 17 and the 19 car are going to get caught here. If they slow up these top 6 here, that could make that pack back here catch up real quick. Rob Kelly, Zach Rogers are leading this pack right now still. They were not passed at all. But these guys up here are hitting 235 when it counts. But Henry Williams, 10 laps to go in the race lead. Would not have thought Henry Williams would have a winning race car if he gets this thing done. Your car winning numbers was 10 by Max Newworth in his 300 subscriber event. In the 400 subscriber event, it was 51 by William Flickinger. Flickinger's in this event in the 31. Max Newworth did not make it. Or, well, he didn't sign up. But anyway, as we're hit 9 laps to go, they're catching Levi McIntyre and Joshua Securely right now. Let's see what happens here. Those two are single file right now. If Williams can get around them the right way, this thing could get sealed. He's going to go high. They're coming off the corner. And Securely's going high. That's going to hold them up. 19 to the inside. This will hold them all up. TJ Hanley's on the bottom lane. But everybody is held up. Can this backpack catch fast enough? Williams around the 19 on the high line. Here comes Hanley on the inside. Henry Williams gets by on the high line. That might have sealed the deal. TJ Hanley gets by. Flood gets by. That pack back here did not gain enough ground. And the 17 and the 19 have been cleared. Larry Hagan could play a role here. You never know. But I just don't see this backpack catching up at all. Ace Rogers going to catch up to Tyler Flood. He'll pass him for 5th. Williams is still the race leader. TJ Hanley is 2nd. As the battle for the win will start to heat up. Remember, the winner will get a reserve ride. First pick out of a select 99 open rides. Now, just saying right now, the field for the series will only be 42. It's whatever rides get taken first. Will be in the field. Anyway, here we go, guys. This is getting heated up. It'll be 6 to go at the line. They're catching Larry Hagan right now. TJ Hanley knows if these guys behind Williams can do it right, if he gets held up, they will get that lead. But it's not going to happen here with Hagan. Tyler Flood, Ace Rogers, everybody's going by. Ace Rogers gets held up! And I already know that those guys up there are gone. They are single file. Ace Rogers gets held up by Larry Hagan. And that's going to end it for the 35 car. 06 and the rest of the field will catch the 50. You can see Ace was getting a little run, but it's gone now. Williams still in the lead. Jim Morton now to the inside of TJ Hanley. Jonathan Sorlin on the inside as well. There might be too few cars here where these guys can actually pass the leader. If they catch anybody, it'll be the 40 car. And I think it might just happen. This could be the last car they catch that'll influence the outcome of this race. Henry Williams has had the lead for a while now. Sorlin looking to the inside of Jim Morton. That's for 2nd place. Flood on the inside of TJ Hanley. They might be going side by side to try to back themselves up a little bit and get a run on that 14 car. And that's what seems to be working for Sorlin. 4 laps to go in the Pizza Hut 300. You can see Sorlin getting a run there. Ace Rogers is still up here, running similar times. These guys back here too, they're trying to catch, but they're not going fast enough back here. Zach Rogers just can't seem to top over 230. Now here we go. Oh, Morton's going to go to the inside of the 48. They're catching Edwin Justice. Morton does not get to go to the inside. 3 to go when they hit the line. This could be the final move. Williams is going to have nowhere to go. He's got to hold the brakes. He's holding the brakes. He gets to the inside. Sorlin's peeking on his outside. 3 laps to go in the Pizza Hut 300. Williams moves high. Hanley with a run on the high side. Now they're 3 wide for 2nd. Tyler Flood makes it 3 wide. Ace Rogers can't get by Justice. He won't have a shot at it. Williams starts to pull away now as Flood trying to clear Jim Morton. It's not really working though. Hanley now drafting. These guys are side by side drafting. Williams by himself in the race lead. 2 to go at the stripe. Will he pull a Max Neuwirth? Remember, Neuwirth got by a slow car. You thought he was going to be too far out in front where these guys would draft up to him. And that didn't happen. Neuwirth held on for the win. 2 to go at the Pizza Hut 300. 3 wide for third as Tyler Flood might just try to get a run here on the 14 car. But he's got to do it right. Flood has got to do it right to get by Henry Williams. Flood's getting the run. Is it going to be enough? He's getting a run. Sorlin is getting a huge run. Sorlin's going to go on the inside for second place. Sorlin's had a car. Here comes TJ Hanley now. Jim Morton in fifth. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go in the Pizza Hut 300. Who's going to win it? Williams might be able to hold it on. He's hit 234. They should not have to catch these guys back here. They are not going to catch them. Williams, Sorlin, Hanley. Sorlin's getting a run. Who makes a move first? Is it him or TJ Hanley? Here comes Jonathan Sorlin on the inside. Here comes TJ Hanley. He's going to make it 3 wide for the race lead. Henry Williams is going to fall back. 48, 99. Morton gives the draft to the 99. Williams giving draft to the 48. Off the final corner. Side by side to the checkered flag. TJ Hanley, I think. TJ Hanley wins it at Pensacola. Oh my goodness gracious. Dead tie. It was a dead tie. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my god! Oh my god! Again! Again with the dead even tie! Wow! What a finish! What a finish! Oh my goodness gracious! What a finish! Here at Pensacola. Oh my goodness gracious. The game says that was a dead tie. But if you look really closely at the yellow line, TJ Hanley did beat Jonathan Sorlin. Look at the splitters. The 48 splitter is only halfway over the yellow line. Hanley's is pretty much over the whole thing. But what an incredible finish to this special event. Holy crap. Oh my god. That's a finish for the ages right there. I just knew this was going to get crazy. Watch from the back straightaway. You can see Sorlin has a run, and so does Hanley. Sorlin gets a big run. I don't know if Williams started sputtering or something for some weird reason. Sorlin goes inside. Hanley decides he's going all the way to the bottom. And it just depends who you're getting your draft from. Williams is going back down. He'll go back down in line and give some to Jonathan Sorlin. You can see Sorlin's going to get the run. Hanley's lost his momentum. And right here, Morton has left the 99 car. Sorlin still has Henry Williams pushing him. What an incredible finish. Congratulations to TJ Handley on the win. Wow. Wow, that's insane. That's insane. Thank you guys for signing up for this event, making this possible. What an incredible finish we had here today. TJ Handley is the winner of the Pizza Hut 300. He gets to choose which ride he will be in for the Pizza Hut 300 for the Pizza Hut Cup Series. He has first dibs on that. And his brother, JT Handley, will get to sign up afterwards once the sign up video comes out. Congratulations to TJ Handley. Now I got to figure out what picture to make the thumbnail because I cannot make it the winning picture. But oh my gosh. Congrats, man. This is Bulldog Speed. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time.